What up? What up? What up, good people? What's happening? What's popping? What's goes ons? Y'all know what it is. It's another beautiful Saturday night. And what that means is y'all sitting here enjoying yourselves with the Enlightened Idiot podcast. Y'all know we do what we do each and every Saturday night. We act the monkey, we talk crazy, we say what we want. We are unapologetically who we are. I'm just saying. As always, I start with the rant of the week. And the rant of the week is this. Once upon a time, I'm going to just say it, back in the 90s, every song that came on, whether it was men or it was women, they was begging the mug, begging for love, begging for guts, begging for wood. They was begging, 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 begging. But you know what? Back when they was begging, life was beautiful. Soon as people stopped begging in music, y'all just became the most ratchet of the ratchetest motherfuckers on the planet. I don't know what happened to y'all. I feel like we need to go back to begging music and maybe y'all sit down a little bit and chill and relax and remember how to be humans. Let's start begging again. Well, I ain't gonna say me. Y'all should start begging again, people. Y'all really should. And maybe, just maybe, y'all would learn how to be people again and be around people again. I'm just saying. And I ain't just talking about R&B. I'm talking about music in general. I'm talking about people in general. Beg for something every now and then. I'm just saying. It is what it is.
I ain't begging for
Hello.
shit. Hello,
Uh-huh.
how are you? Happy
I'm doing quite well.
Saturday.
Yeah, that's what they say. That's what they say.
I'm not begging for anything.
Begging you, baby, begging and begging, begging, baby. Hey.
See, he know what I'm talking about. He
Hell
know what I'm
yeah.
talking about. I don't know what I
Hell
don't know
yeah.
why, but this week I've been listening to a lot of R&B and there's a lot of old school R&B, and it was like they was begging like crazy, but everybody enjoyed being around each other when they was begging.
Listen, eh, because everyone think they the prize. Once everyone start thinking they the prize, who begging for whom? Oh, you better beg more than I'm begging for you. Yeah, it's listen, I ain't too scared to beg.
Listen, man, I don't see
At
what the
all.
problem is.
There
At
you
all.
go, telling me
Hey, can
no.
I get some pussy?
There you
Can
go.
you- can I
There.
get some love?
Baby, baby,
You know what I mean?
please. Baby, baby,
Please, please.
please.
I get the James Brown on a bitch.
Please,
Please.
please, please.
Or when was it Clarence Carter? I need your soul. Them niggas,
Right.
they was begging their ass off.
Baby, I'm begging, baby, I'm begging,
See?
begging, begging.
See?
Nope,
See?
that's,
See,
y'all can beg
I got
again.
Yeah.
everybody but Tosh gets it.
Yeah,
y'all.
Yeah.
I
that nigga
believe
Keith
the
Sweat.
nigga who. I believe the nigga who should come back, but I don't know about the begging.
Keith Sweat was
I mean,
begging
We,
for music.
was it really bad when motherfuckers were begging though?
it was
That
humble.
was the best times. It was the
People was
best of
acting like
times.
people then.
I,
People acted like
I'm
people
telling you.
back then. I feel like
What
we
did
need to go
Thrifty
back to
say?
it.
What you call me, Thrifty?
Mr. What, soft tricker?
That's
What?
that's
I
still
don't know what.
nuts.
No.
No,
And so,
Hold on, baby. Hold on, baby. Hold on, baby. Chill, 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 chill. Hold on. You know what time it is, man. Come on, now. All on the table. A cast unmatched. Get outclassed. Who's not typecast for telling fables. The artifacts just kick back. Enjoy the panel. With true flies in all sides. Get different angles. With grown talk the mission. Small talk is missing. Free talk don't always equate to your addition. The difference. No misstep in intellect. Delayed stress. This podcast a safe bet. Stay enlightened.
all right, by the looks of it, Easy got all the words. What say you, Tasha? You got the words yet?
No, I'm still working on it.
Roger that. So I felt like we needed to start this episode off with something a little different. So why not?
Well, here we go again. Weird Warren's video
And living
countdown.
color.
Now, word on the street is CB4, null and void. MC Gusto spotted in a record store. Armed robbery? What? Let me tell you something. This hasn't stopped the rest of the group from doing their own thing. My main man, Dead Mike, solo tip in his most personal recording yet.
I'm black, y'all, and I'm black. Y'all, and I'm black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all. I'm blickety black, blacker than black, I'm blacker than black, yo, because I'm black and I'm back. Yo, I'm black and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blickety black, black, black.
I feel like that's your theme song, Easy.
That's my motherfucking
Blickety
thing.
black.
Say it loud. Black and I'm proud.
I remember the first time I heard that, I was dead. I was dead. And Tasha has no clue where that comes from. That's what makes it even funnier.
That's in Living Color. And
It is not in Living Color.
Not a little
No,
bit.
it's a
Not in
movie.
Living Color.
before. I've never seen it, but I seen the trailer or something.
You just be disrespectful for no reason sometimes, and I don't understand why. Certain movies, we're gonna get into this. We're gonna get into this later. Don't even worry about it. So here's what I want to know. Hectic, when you think about being unapologetically black, what does that mean to you?
I just feel like walking in your own aura. Not worried about the naysayers, not worried about, all the things that you think come with being black. It's just being you, being authentically you, and not apologizing for real. Doesn't mean that you have to be the loudest or the most boisterous or anything that comes with that, because sometimes when people think of that, it's normally not a good thing. So just being you, that's how I look at it anyways, because black come in many different shades, color, creeds, and all that. So
Roger that. Thrifty, same question. When you think about hearing unapologetically black, what does that mean to you?
It's taking me as I am, like everything that comes with me, the trauma, the mockery that's made of us, the humiliation, the greatness that come from us, just everything. You might not like it, but that's who I am. That's who we are as a people. It may be culturally inappropriate.
Are we not, though? Tasha, what does it mean when you hear unapologetically black?
There is a pride in being unapologetically black. You got a different hop in your pop, unapologetically black. There is history, there are roots, there are generations, your children, everything around you, black businesses, black history, the things that they've tried to erase, the things that they want us to forget. Y'all know how I feel about black people. Y'all know how I feel about black people.
This is true. Last but most certainly, since we can see you
Black
got
people.
Wow, I don't know why he was trying to play with me like that. But you know what? When I think about what it means to be unapologetically black, that means that you are proud and that you understand, recognize, and embrace who you fully are as a black person. Your roots, your family, your history, your culture, and you don't try to switch up or change for nobody. You still gonna be you, no matter what setting you in. You could be the only black man in the room full of white people, and you still gonna be who you are. And they might feel threatened by it. They might feel some type of way, but fuck them, because I'm me. I'm me, bitches, and I'm gonna be
That's
me.
it. That's it, and that's all.
Roger that. Do y'all think we in an era where people ultra proud to be black, or do you think people still trying to hide their blackness?
First, let me say I'm the darkest thing on this panel right now.
Wow.
Oh,
I need
okay.
y'all, I need y'all to
Oh,
honor that.
shit.
This is what we telling each other tonight. Cool.
Yeah.
That.
What you doing? Colorism? That's what we doing tonight?
Call it what
Apparently.
you want to call it. We can call it what you want to call it. I think that we have become a world, a nation, a race of trying to let everybody into our space. Like everybody is invited to the cookout, and everybody can't come. So I don't know if this generation is just not being taught what it means to be black and proud. Like there were songs, we had songs when I was younger. We sang Young, Gifted, and Black at every Black History program, sometimes on Thanksgiving. Like I don't think that the pride that my generation grew up in, this generation is getting. Like I think it's few and far between where there are actually households raising a family and indoctrinating in them what it means to be a black person. And everything that comes along with it, what's behind it, what's in front of it, because past behavior predicts future behavior.
So I'm in the midst of making this song, right? And I've started writing the other day, and the chorus says, "They never taught us life is precious, so we kept a pistol in our jeans. They told us diamonds come from pressure, but they never showed us we was kings."
Mm.
And I think that is where we are as a black community today. Is they did everything they could to not teach us who we are, and tried to tell us we were something else, right? They didn't tell us how special, how precious we are as black people. Yet they want us to believe that we violent and killers. And so they put guns in our hands, they put drugs in our communities, and told us this is who you guys are supposed to be. They didn't tell us that we actually kings, that we actually royalty, we actually queens and princes and
God.
princesses from the motherland. They don't want us to know that. They don't want us to think like that, because when we think that way, that's when we get the village back together, and we are a powerful motherfucking entity. And it really is a combination of that and it being watered down so that they can keep our younger generation from knowing who they are. So it's up to us to make sure that we know who we are and educate them,
Yep.
because that's what they want us to be fucked up at, is in the mind.
Yep.
Okay. Freddie, do you think we're in an era where people love being black, or people still trying to hide their blackness?
I think it's a combination of both, honestly. I mean, but that's how the world works. What does it mean? First of all, I want to answer the question because everybody got to answer. What does it mean being unapologetically black? It means just what Hectic and Thrifty pretty much said, like being you, regardless of whatever it is, just being your authentic self, you're already black. So that defines you right there. You know what I mean? You don't have to dress or talk a certain way or anything. You already black. Just be you and be unapologetic about it. I think it depends on where you probably live. If you're trying to hide your blackness, you might have to code switch and be a chameleon. I'm not sure. Me, I don't think I've ever hidden my blackness. I know when to be professional when I go to work and everything. But as far as like people hiding their blackness, Some people, I think, because like for instance, biracial people, they're always like, which way, which line do they toe? Which way do they go? And a lot of times it's whatever's convenient and easy for them, which is interesting. But as far as like hiding the blackness, sometimes in the right community, being the black person helps you stand out sometimes. That's an interesting question. I'm not sure, bro. Like I'm not sure because I don't hide mine and I don't tell my kids to hide theirs. And you know, I raised them in a pretty much predominantly like white school system. But I don't tell them to hide it. Like they both do natural hairstyles. They don't like, you know, switch in any kind of way. But I don't know. That's a good question though, bro.
I would say we are what, 2 generations from like Jim Crow and shit like that. Like
Just yeah.
I mean, it's fresh for us because we're not that far removed from it, right? I remember going to an all-black school and all my teachers are black, and they used to sit us down and be like, this is your history, and show us how the dogs and the police and all the things that was going on during the civil rights movement, how that was going, right? Unfortunately, with our kids and our kids' it's just like with our music. We grew up listening to all the generations of music before us. Our kids are just listening to what's out right now. They might get a little sprinkle of what we were listening to, but it's not that important to them, right? So it's the same thing. It's like they're so far removed where they're even saying, I ain't know nobody erased slavery.
Yeah, but they don't know.
You know, right? They don't know. Even when you try to explain it to some of them, depending on how and where, like to your point, where they were raised and how they were raised, they don't even really give a fuck because they never had that impression of racism or slavery put upon them, so they don't know how to handle it. It's always that first situation that they be like, oh, I thought this was done. I thought this was in the books. I didn't know this was real life. You know, and as much as we try to prepare them for what we went through, they don't want to listen to us most of the time. I mean, we were there at one point with our parents where we were like, y'all don't know what y'all talking about, you know, until we got older and we were like, damn, if I had listened, this would have saved me all this pain and suffering. You know, it's unfortunate, but it is reality right now. You know, if you have teenagers or younger than teenagers, by the time they get to adulthood, they gonna know that there was slavery in the United States, but it's gonna be like, yeah, that was them. That's not us.
But do you think that is a bad thing or a good thing, depending on, because is it a good thing that they don't know? Not necessarily that they don't know, but because they don't have that burden. Like the new generation wants a change for the future, right? So they're not worried. They're not thinking about the past that we were taught, right? That being said, is that a good thing for the children or the youth not to really know, but so they don't repeat it? But at the same time, like you said, Hectic, when we were growing up, it was presented in education to us. You know, we had more community events. So one, it starts at home. Educating your kids about the world starts at home, not at the schools. You can't let anybody else teach your kids about the perspective you want them to develop in life, right? That being said, so you give your kids this perspective and then the white kids is getting their perspective. So we still gonna keep having this like angst, generational angst. So that's what I mean. Like, so is that a good thing or a bad thing that they don't know or that they do know? Because are we still perpetuating the same type of conflict every generation? You know what I mean? By
that's
teaching.
A hard question.
Yeah, I
would say
know, but it's interesting though.
It's a hard question because on one end, it's just like us being adults, right? If we keep talking about what happened in our childhood, at some point, someone's going to be like, hey, you are an adult now. You're grown.
Oh, I'm
You're
not.
still talking about when you were 3 or 4.
You'll hear this shit till your ears bleed. I'm not trying till their ears bleed. Any
And I get
generation
that.
from me till their ears bleed. Fuck them.
So here goes.
And I get that, right? But to Freddie's point, now are they just wound tight because of everything we said? Hey,
They
the white
should
man, they the
be.
boogie, they the
Police are
boogie.
still
You know what I
killing
mean?
brown
But
boys and girls. They should be.
I mean, yes, right? Someone recently, and I get it, but now they're attacking their own now.
Girl, I don't give a fuck what they do to them.
I get it. I understand that. But we have to look at the totality of everything, but focus on us, right? We did all the things. We did the civil rights. We did the Black Lives Movement. We did all, not all. Let me not say that. We didn't do all that we could do. There's a lot more we can do. And especially with the best way to hurt a business is through their pocket, right? And we already know as a community, the black community is a trillion, not billions. We skipped that. $1 trillion in the black community that leaves our community faster than any other race. Any other race. We'll get it. We'll hop skip out of our community to go over here to buy some shit that we really don't need from someone that doesn't look like us, right? That's what's going to start us on the true revolution that we're looking for and hoping for, is understanding that music is directed by us, movies are inspired by us, creativity, most of the shit that's in most homes now came from us. When we start realizing our value as a whole and not worried about what a Freddie's doing, not worried about what a Easy's doing, not worried about what a Raw is doing, but worried about how we all here are going to do better and move the needle forward, we will continuously spin these wheels like the hamster that would never get to any fucking point. And so back to your point, Freddie, that's where our kids come in, because our kids are like, that's cool, but I want a betterment. I almost want our kids are more like Martin Luther King, and some people trying to still be like Malcolm X. Our kids is like, I want the betterment of the whole, which is a detriment to us too, because everything that we do as far as civil rights movement has not done shit for us, but done shit for everybody else.
I had a conversation.
Everyone else has leapfrogged over us.
That's a fact.
And we've been here the longest.
I think that's because to a point, we need it has to be like a military overtake of some sort. It has to be very strategic, to where not even us taking over, but like us doing some things like holding something ransom, like some utilities, something like that. Because yes, we have the most spending and buying power, but for some reason, niggas is still standing in line for them Jordans. Like, they still standing in line for it, even though they know Jordan don't give a shit about them. Jordans is made for $2 a pop. They still don't care, because it's about the status symbol of, having it, or being in it, or, being a part of it. FOMO, if you will. Fear of missing out, fear of being on the top 10, top whatever. You know what I mean? If we get past that mindset of, if we all win, we all fucking win and elevate. Whereas, crabs in a barrel, kind of, I guess that's very stereotypical, cliche, but there is some truth to that statement of, oh, I see this nigga over here doing something, so I got to bring him down to my level, or I can't work with him because I don't want him to be better than me. And that's not even it. And
there's only one black person could be at this job site.
If you look around in any industry, right? And it's crazy when you really think about this. In every single industry you could think of, when it comes to black folks, for some reason we can't seem to support each other. But we'll support the motherfuckers. Let me rephrase that. We won't support the people we know in the black community. We'll support the people that's already famous. We'll support white people we don't know. We'll support Asian people we don't know. But if it's a black person that we know personally, for some reason, it's like we choose not to support them.
Yeah.
Oh, they doing better than me, or they doing something that I wish I could be doing. Instead of you saying, "Damn, that's somebody I know. Let me make sure that they popping." Like literally easy. Motherfuckers don't understand. I share easy music with damn near every fucking person that I know. Motherfuckers like, yo, who should I be listening to? This nigga right here. Well, who the fuck is he?
Thanks.
Listen to him and find the fuck out. Yo, you know any comedians? Yeah, I know somebody in Cleveland. I mean, in Ohio, she doing her fucking thing. Oh man, blah blah blah. Nah, man, you need to look her up. Like, because this is what the fuck I do. If somebody say, yo, I need to get some pictures taken. Yo, my man, he do this, blah blah blah. Like this just something that I feel like we should all be doing. Why do y'all think it's so hard for us to do this in our community, to support the people that we actually know versus the people we will never even come close to?
Well,
I don't think it's a choice.
for
it
me,
is a choice. Go ahead.
Yeah. I was gonna say, just for me, real quick. Sometimes I am very supportive of everyone. First of all, I'm gonna start with that. Anytime I start a statement with, Freddie love everybody, it's gonna be some fucked up shit. So listen, I do love everybody, but sometimes they story behind the scenes on Facebook, and you be like, they over there like, yeah, I did this and this. Like, nigga, you didn't do none of that. So sometimes I can't support your bullshit that you putting out there on Facebook because it's a lie, nigga. So I can't support and then share it because then I would feel some type of way, and that's not authentically me. So that's one. But go ahead, Thrifty. My bad. That's all.
No, I was just gonna say I don't think that it's difficult. It comes down to being a choice. So it's just like Freddie said, like she may choose not to share certain people's shit because she see past the facade, which I agree and I disagree at the same time because I'm kind of like you, like, all right, I'm just very resourceful by nature. So I'm the same way. Oh, I know a person that know a person. If not, oh, what you do. So I'm a connector by nature, and I try to influence people to be that way as well. But I just think it comes down to the like ignorance. Like I think my biggest thing is if we understand how resourceful and powerful social media can be, because all it takes is one repost of everybody. Like if every one of these 8 billion people on the planet reposted one business idea, suggestion, sale of everyone else, that would just blow everyone up. It would just one repost a day. So like, I think if we start thinking like that, and it all comes down to having these conversations and just doing it, leading by example sometimes. You know what I mean?
I think that we've been conditioned to be in competition with one another.
That's
so
it.
much
That's it.
that we don't recognize it as that, but we like see somebody else doing something and they're like, fuck, they can't be doing better than me. So if I can't elevate above them, I'm gonna try to tear them down. And sometimes it's instead of tearing them down by attacking them, like I could tear this person down by not supporting them, by not sharing their shit, by not shopping with them. If I'm not contributing, then they're gonna fall. That's how some people feel. And it's like your little contribution or not contribution don't make no difference. They're not gonna fail just because you decided not to share, but they're not gonna necessarily become a billionaire if you do. And I think every time I look at sports, right, they got the NBA championship featuring 2 black head coaches, the Super Bowl, 2 black quarterbacks. You'll never hear them say it's 2 white starting quarterbacks in the NFL. There's 2 Irish head coaches coaching against each other today. You'll never hear that shit. But if it's black, they always make sure that they know it's 2 of us going against each other.
That's the further perpetuate the whole minority part of it. You know what I'm saying? If we keep mentioning you as a minority, you're going to believe that you're in a minority, which we all know
evoking
is not
the emotion.
So my question to you, Easy. If everybody keep talking about breaking generational curses, right? And we know that what you just said is technically a generational curse.
Yeah.
Why can't that one be broken? Why is that not one that people focused on? Everybody's focused on, oh, well, I want to leave my kids some money. I want to do this right here. But us competing with each other is not a generational curse that people don't want to break.
You know the crazy thing about that statement though, Raw? The competition is the generational curse. Because look what the Jews did by not competing with each other. Look what the Chinese do by not competing with each other. All we have to do is stop competing and start combining. And all of our generational curses are going to be broken by breaking just one.
Well, if everybody doesn't know that Willie Lynch letter, right? If nobody knows, it's the Willie Lynch letter. It pretty much breaks down and categorizes black people. It tells the house nigga to be mad at the field nigga, the field nigga to be mad at the house nigga, and everybody in between be mad at each other. And it pretty much gives you the diagram or whatever for the crabs in a barrel. And it set it up that way. And it, shoot, I had a good point for what Easy was saying, but I forgot it that quick. So my bad. But pitting people against each other. It's a black quarterback against a black quarterback. I literally had this at a job, right? Where the manager knew I was going to school. He talked about it in meetings and stuff, right? And the one person he knew did not have an education like that. He gave her the promotion. And then when I was ready to leave the department, he was like, what can I do? So-and-so's over there doing this and that and the other. And I'm like, yo, why are you telling me that? If you really wanted me in that position, you would have gave it to me. You would have promoted me already. So why are you telling me to go pay attention to her and see what she's doing at this moment? And at that moment, I was like, whoa, corporate America crazy. Because, you make me code switch for no reason, really, because you don't even give a fuck about me, honestly. And then you assume I'm already uneducated, so you're not even giving me types of opportunities off rip, So it's really fucking interesting, but we got to understand that we are all creative. They create everything based on our ideas. Everything we have, they have this whole world built off of our ideas because we don't want to see each other elevate, but we rather have them elevate. I don't get it either. And sometimes just I'm unapologetically black. Niggas ain't shit sometimes. That's just it all boils down to. Sometimes niggas is unorganized, unprofessional, not good with money. And then you just be like, yeah, I can't work with this person. And unfortunately, they are black. You know what I mean? So sometimes that's just what it is. But you do have to search because there are comparable black people out there that do business. You just got to search and find them. You can't find the people that's doing hustles disguised as businesses. You feel me? So that's my two pieces. I'm done.
You just not turn down every black person you see just because one black person did some fucked up shit. We see that all the time, but it is what the fuck it is. Let's get into our first motherfucking segment of the day, though.
I hope so. Let's see.
Hell, we like them thick, like a bowl of grits. First of all, you already know she don't give a fuck. Second, you can best believe she gonna talk her shit. And third, it's Freddie. Who the fuck knows where this about to go? But let's get into Celebrity Wire with Dunkosaurus Rex herself, the Foxy Freddie Montaco.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So celebrity news. Whoop, whoop. So I don't have much time. I just came from Bricky's comedy club in Dayton or Miami's Berg. Just performed. So shout out to Dick Dickerson, Takaru and them. They had a great show. I did not win $1,000, but that's okay. I'm still funny as fuck. I don't need a competition to tell me that. So first, everybody has been watching the Olympics. Woo woo. Yay, it's cold as shit. So I don't understand why people want to turn on the Olympics. We just got done with a snowstorm here in Ohio, so I don't give a shit about none of it. If you have not noticed, I don't know how many gold medals America has taken, because again, it's the Olympics and snow. I'm not doing that. But the Norwegian team specifically, I want to talk about that because we're talking about Dickgate. It's a controversial topic because if you guys don't know, any ski jumper or participant in the Olympics, they get 3D fitted for their outfits, right? They get 3D fitted for their outfits. So the Norwegian team, the ski jump team, right? They decided they wanted to increase their manhoods before the 3D print of their suits, so they could have a little extra Rocky the Squirrel flap in their little they crotch area, and that would give them a 5-meter advantage. So they would be like flying for like 5 more meters more than the other people. And so the controversy behind that is not that they wanted their dicks to be bigger, because first of all, men, dick don't always solve every fucking problem. Sometimes you just got to do hard work and dedication and shit. It's just not making your dick bigger to follow and solve all the problems of the world. But I digress. So they wanted to make their dicks bigger to make the extra flap so they could fly like Rocket the Squirrel, like a flying squirrel. And instead of doing it like the natural way, just fluffing yourself, right? Instead of doing that, or maybe taking the blue pill for a little bit, they decided, fellas, come on in close. They decided to inject their penises with acid. So it would swell up, right? While they're being fitted for their outfits. And then I guess it would go back down or something. Now, my question is, like, which one of them came into the room with it, right? With the idea, like, hey, bro, we're gonna win gold, and we're gonna do it this way. We're gonna stick the acid. We're gonna take acid, and then somebody's like, okay, cool, acid. We're gonna drop the acid and kind of like see the trail and stuff, and go and fly, and it'll be better. But no, he like, no, bro, because that's how Norwegians sound, bro. We're gonna put the acid in our deeks, right? And my whole thing is, nobody paused for a minute like, bruh, you crazy. I'm straight. I'm not doing that. They went ahead and jumped on it, right? So, again, I don't even know if they won the bronze, the gold, or the medal, but that's a risky thing to do just for a chance. You went through all this training, but at the last minute, you want to stick some acid in your dick. Hey, men, that's on y'all. I don't know. How much is your dick worth? The gold, the medal, and some of them medals is already falling apart. Like they from the Dollar Tree. So you did all of that. You stuck your dick with acid for all of that for a cheap ass medal. Anyway, another scandal with the Olympic team. I forget which team it is on, but there was a Olympic participant or an Olympic athlete that was also convicted of credit card fraud. They had stole their teammates' credit card information and charged up at least probably like 75,000. I don't know. I can't remember the numbers. I'm probably exaggerating, but it was a white person, and they still got to compete in the Olympics. And I believe they won a gold medal. That's wild to me, but hey, you know what? Our president is a convicted felon, so it don't matter. Shit could go anyway. Speaking of convicted felons, I don't know if this is a felonious assault charge that he will be getting. I don't know if anything, but y'all's beloved Michael Jordan. He wasn't assaulted or nothing like that. He didn't assault anybody, so to speak. But at a NASCAR race where his car, he a multi-quadrillion, bazillion-dollar-naire because of y'all buying Jordans. I don't buy that shit. But and I pride myself in that. I don't buy Jordan shit. He was found at the NASCAR race after his car had won. He was shown, and there's a video out there of him grabbing a little boy's butt. He grabbing a little boy's butt. If I could be like Mike, I don't want to be like Mike in this situation. I don't grab little white boys' booties.
They say he was shaking the ice out of his shirt.
Exactly. They said he was shaking the ice out of his shirt, but why don't you shake it from the collar, Mike? With all the shit going on in the world, why don't you shake it from the collar, Mike? We got the wrong Mike. See, y'all said it was Michael Jackson touching them boys. It was Michael Jordan this whole time doing the jump man. See, this is what I'm saying. Why y'all think he always had his tongue sticking out, going up little boys' booties? Anyway, y'all can keep on buying 1, 2, Freddie. Jordan coming for your little booty. Anyway. Y'all stand in line for that shit, okay? Moving on to my final, and it is so because I was involved with this TV show a little bit. I was dedicated because I thought it was like that's where I learned how to Smize. Y'all know how to smize with your eyes? You smile with your eyes. That's what Tara Banks taught us in America's Next Top Model, right? But if y'all have not been paying attention, the America's Next Top Model documentary has hit, and the shit is hitting the fan. Like, we didn't know how toxic reality TV was or is, really. I mean, you know, but you don't know. But behind the scenes, yes, Miss J, and Tyra Banks, she got her little Inspector Gadget jacket on, and she is unapologetically black as fuck. She don't give a shit that she hurt people. She don't give a shit that she on there. She's still doing what she's supposed to do. My name is Tyra Banks, and I smizing while I'm not apologizing. Okay? Tyra don't care. And a lot of these producers and show producers had signed NDAs, disclosure agreements, where they could not talk about the show until. But girl, everybody's spilling everything, and it's a whole mess. And I can't wait to watch it. But I'm waiting to binge watch it. I haven't had a moment to do that, but I can't wait. I'm gonna get my little Inspector Deck jacket on and start get my wine glass and be like, yeah, Tyra, tell them, fuck them. But that being said, understand that a lot of things on that show and reality shows are toxic as fuck, and we go ahead and support them. So think about, it's like supporting that toxic person, sharing that flyer. Do you want to be associated with that? Are you feeding your mind that toxic bullshit? Number two. And then are you ready to perpetuate that toxic bullshit out in the world? If you support it, I feel like you're a part of it. So, hey, that's Freddie Matako, Celebrity Wire. I'm out. You know, that's what it is. I hope y'all enjoyed that segment.
So, Freddie, I have a question.
What's up?
How many niggas about to start doing the ski jump?
Hey, listen, we already saw the French pole, the Volt pole jumper. He got his whole dick stuck on that pole. So, you know, in the Summer Olympics, you missed that, Tasha? You remember that? Uh-huh. You was looking at that white boy at that moment. No?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Ma'am.
He was mixed, though. He was mixed.
I would give it, if you're not mixed with black and black.
Hey,
Right.
I don't discriminate. I look at all dicks. I might not fuck them all, but I'll look.
And you smize when you look?
Smize when I look at the dick in the eyes.
I haven't learned how to smize.
You just got it's really like you squinting like you got some in your eyes.
Jesus.
Yeah. Make it awkward.
For those that can. For those that don't,
it ain't for everybody, right? I got
Nah.
I'ma just cheese like
I'm a smizer. Yeah.
Speaking of things that ain't for everybody.
Stupid.
Oh boy.
So speaking of things that ain't for everybody, somebody had left a comment on one of our clips a few weeks back, and it prompted me to think about something a conversation that I've been in a few times, right? And the conversation was, we're in an era where the word nigga shouldn't be a problem, right? And it was explaining, wait, Tasha, calm the fuck down.
Her hair red or she on fire.
She's about to get upset.
This is so
irritated.
This is an emotional show for me. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I see this.
Okay.
So
we sticking together.
We're in an era where a lot of communities aren't all black, all white, all Puerto Rican, all Dominican. Like every community, for the most part, is mixed at this point. It is what it is. So a lot of people feel like, well, I grew up with this dude. He's white. Okay. He's my homie. I'm cool with him calling me nigga. Right?
No.
Because that's my nigga. Cool. Whatever. It is what the fuck it is. So I say in the comment, it's cool if you're okay with him calling you nigga. But you also need to let him know that when he's not in your presence, when he go around a corner and he run into another nigga that don't know this motherfucker,
that's not
he's not going to be able to say, yo, my nigga, it is what it is type shit. Why do y'all feel like this generation is so okay with, one, white folks saying the word nigga because they grew up in the hood. And along with that, who actually gets to say the word nigga?
Niggas.
Who gets to, no. Because a lot of people say Puerto Ricans is good, but not Mexicans. Dominicans is good, but not Venezuelans. You see what I'm saying? Like, who actually gets to say it?
The people who own the word.
I said, don't say nothing yet, because we already know you're going to explode. We're going to wait. So, I'm going to ask the person that lives around the most white people. Easy. Talk your shit, sir.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. So
I'm glad it wasn't me. I'm just glad it wasn't me.
first
Right?
thing first.
It was a toss-up.
You live in a lot of
First thing first. Okay. And I'm going to put this in layman's terms for motherfuckers. You are in a relationship and you call your significant other baby. If another motherfucker call your significant other baby, you don't go to fuck off. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you. So we are in a relationship as black people with the word nigga. And you can't say nigga because you ain't in a relationship with nigga. And if you call my nigga, I'm gonna beat your ass. It's plain and simple. Now, in a professional setting, I can't beat your ass, but you're gonna know I want to beat your ass.
I can sue your ass.
It's our word. Y'all don't
Man,
need
I find another.
And then I don't understand, and I think it's this new generation of kids who are so far removed from the history of us that they don't know what they're saying. I ran into a kid that got called a nigga at school, was mad because he knew that it was racist, but was only mad because an Asian called him that. And I said, you let these little Mexicans say it all day long, and you want to fight this kid. Well, they're my homies, and they Mexican. I was like, okay, but he Asian. He your homie too. What's the difference? Well, he can't say it because he like Asians is like being white. And I'm like, that's so fucking stupid. Like, don't nobody call me nigga. I'm just like, but you let the little Mexican kids you hang with say nigga all day long, and you don't want to fight them. So they don't understand what that word, what we had to go through to be who we are today, and they using the hard R. They not like they saying nigga, but a lot of times they using the hard R, whether it's accent or they just doing this shit on purpose to see if they can get away with it. I don't know, but I'm like, it's crazy to me. I don't understand. I don't care if you're not black, and there's some black people that don't get to say it. If you
definitely that can't say nigga.
Yeah, if you from Great Britain, born and raised, and you hopped across the pond, look here, Mike. Don't you bloody fucking say nigga.
But wait, a lot of black people from the UK are African descent, and they're in their culture over there, they say nigga.
No, they don't. That's an American word.
That's an American thing.
No, I've heard some of them. I'm just saying,
they
like,
do it because they hear
it from
rap
us.
musics.
Yeah,
I get it. That's what I'm saying. I get it. They hear it from us and stuff. But that's what I'm saying. So okay, you wouldn't accept it from a black person from the UK because it's not their culture.
Correct. I also wouldn't accept it from an African.
Okay, I get it. I get it to an extent.
Onward.
It's more palatable from an African or a black UK or Haitian than for any other race to say it. But I probably look at you weird if you from Ghana and you've been here for 2 weeks. Like, what's up, my nigga? What you say? Like,
you be trying to fit in.
We don't identify like that.
It's like coming to America.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I get what you're saying. It's just very interesting that we ourselves between black people still won't accept that from every black person. So it's just very interesting. That's all.
Because they not in the relationship.
Does it sound hypocritical?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna say hypocritical, but it's like, okay, we all black people, but not really. We not all black.
Put Tasha
Clearly,
back in the big box. She has been extremely patient.
she
You got it.
bubbling. She bubbling. Can't wait.
You can't stop
Let's
shaking.
go.
I'm gonna tell y'all a story. I was speaking to my coworker the other day. She's 31 years old, and we had this conversation. And she was saying when she grew up and she born and raised in Texas, where there are only black, whites, and Mexicans, that it was a word that they use all the time. I'm like, sure, if that was what y'all did, but you could never say it now. Like I sent 2 young men to school, but they were educated on their history and the schools that they were in. People who didn't look like them was trying to use the word, and they was giving out speed knots left and right because no, I'm not your nigga, and I wouldn't. I think that the others should find other ways to express their camaraderie to their people and leave nigga to the niggas. I'ma smack the shit out you. I'm gonna be on with a Karen and everybody else pulling out their phone and they recording. I'm gonna knock the shit out of Karen.
I have a question.
Twice the next time she calls somebody a nigga. What's up, Freddie?
No, okay, so we know this word is a trigger word for most black people. It evokes an anger emotion. We know that. So why, as black people, we know when white people use that word, they know they triggering us and they want us to react a certain way. So why do we react the way that they want us to react when they use that word, when we already know they're going to use that word, when that's the word they already going to automatically go to? Why we be like, hey, you call me a nigga? Like,
because I got a story.
Because when we were children, we did a lot of shit.
Has anyone ever been called it?
Yes.
By a person?
Oh,
yep.
no, I've never.
Okay.
I call fat nigger.
To your face.
Yeah, I was about to run the bitch over.
All right, so listen.
I was actually told this week that somebody did call me a nigga, but they made sure I wasn't around when they said it.
Okay, listen, I'm gonna say this. It was 3 days before Halloween, around the time where tensions were high, George Floyd protests, everything. It was crazy. I was going to the store, getting my kids. We was having a Halloween party. This when I lived in Pennsylvania, in Dollar General. And there's a YT person, right? And she in there, she like a junkie. And she's stealing cosmetics and shit like that, right? And she all in the aisle. I'm just trying to get candy for the kids. I ran out, looked nice, having a nice day or whatever. I'm not paying her no attention because I don't care, right? So I'm shopping, I'm getting the stuff. So as I'm getting in her way, because she trying to like camouflage stuff, open up packages, she like, it's like you getting in my way. I'm like, all right, now you're infringing on my little shopping time. So I'm like, hey, yo, I'm like, she over here stealing. I wasn't gonna say shit, but here's where we at since you know. So they confront her. I pull out my phone because this is around the time. So I'm like, see, this is not how this goes. It's not just us. We don't do this. So I'm checking out at the store. So they like telling her she gotta go. She like, you NIGGR. Whoa. So that resulted in a fist fight in a parking lot. My finger got dislocated because it was a real bad fight. I almost committed vehicular homicide. So to answer your question, to go back on that, and that's not even something I swear to God did not go out that day for that to happen. But when tensions are high, of course I knew it's not triggering for me. Like it's not, but it was like you try to play on me because you were so beneath me, but you still had that privilege in your mind. So yeah, now I gotta show you, what it's hitting for. So it can happen and you can flip out. Like if somebody didn't stop me, I probably would have been on the jail call on the joint.
And that's what I'm saying. So, but that's what I mean.
I left.
And as you're saying that, Tasha's nodding her head like, yes. So you would go ahead and take a 10-year, 15-year bid for vehicular homicide because somebody said the NIGGR to you.
It was more so the audacity. It wasn't the word. It was the audacity. Like,
I get all of that. I get all of what you're saying. I get all of what you're saying. But then, I get it. I get it. So is that deregulation of your own emotions? Like, okay, I shouldn't react this way because I got shit to do later. I got to go take candy to the kids. I
No,
can't go
that
to
was more
jail.
for the people because we were in a state where it was like, y'all not gonna play with us like that right now. Like cops is killing people, we losing children. Like, no, I had to set an example, and it's nothing that I'm proud of. I was in my 30s. Like this was 5 years ago, so this wasn't nothing that I'm saying.
No.
Like I was
I get
embarrassed.
it.
Telling my kids, yo, I gotta go to the hospital because I was in a fight. But I'm like, never let nobody talk to you crazy like that. So it's like,
I get it.
that had to happen. That's something I will never forget.
Y'all both from Philly, right?
They all three.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. So that's what I'm saying.
They all three.
Listen,
But
I was
for
in
me-
the parking lot. Go ahead.
me personally, y'all know my stance on the word period, point blank, regardless of who it comes from, black, white, Mexicans, whatever. I choose not to, right? And I choose not to for this purpose. When I was sat down in school and I was watching all the films and all the documentaries and all the movies that I could watch of segregation, Jim Crow, slavery, blah, blah, blah. I made a conscious decision at that moment. And I said, technically not my people, right? Because y'all know where I come from, but I'm here now. And I feel like there was too many people that died over that word. So from that point on, it's not in my vocabulary. And that's just me. Everyone else has their own stance, and y'all do what y'all want to do with y'all mouth. Pause. You know what I mean? But for me, I don't use it. So, and I don't use it too because what Thrifty said, it was hypocritical. I mean, not Thrifty. I'm sorry, Freddie. It is hypocritical to say I could use it, but you can't. Well, no. If everyone stopped fucking using it, no one would use it. If we didn't use it in our raps, in our day-to-day, vocabulary, it would. Jewish people don't call each other racist slurs. Mexicans don't call each other racist slurs. No other race call each other racist slurs. Look, I allowed everyone to speak.
I say Mexicans definitely do it. Mexicans and Hispanics.
I don't know. I don't speak Spanish. I don't speak Spanish, so I don't fucking know. But what I'm saying is,
wait. Time out. Ain't you been studying Spanish for like 2 months now?
Don't mean I know what the racist slurs of Mexicans call each other.
Oh, the first motherfucking thing you learned.
I don't fucking know. And it's been 3 weeks, and I finished it while Freddie was doing her thing too. You know what I mean? I'm on it, 25 days strong. But
Go ahead, Duolingo.
What I'm saying is, hey, they ain't paying us. We can't promote. They ain't paying us. They ain't cut us a check yet. They ain't cut it. You know what I mean? All right. But what I'm saying is, we can't get mad at other people for using it if we use it. Case in point, I was looking at today. Someone was sagging crazy, and I was like, that came from us. Why is that shit from the 90s still fucking popular in 2026?
Wait. Hold on. I don't think people understand what sagging actually means, and I think that's what pisses me off about
They do, but they don't. But they act like they do, but they don't.
That's out here sagging. That means you serving cheeks.
Booty, yeah.
All y'all
booties up.
That means if you didn't know, now you hold on.
Yeah, you was prison patty.
Yeah,
prison patty.
All of you spicy, super zesty, jalapeno level ass niggas out there sagging. What you're doing is you advertising your fucking cakes.
I like you,
nigga. If you
want
you. And y'all be the first niggas mad. Oh man, I hate these faggot ass niggas. But you out here advertising the whole fucking time. You zesty ass sons of bitches. Y'all gotta cut that shit the fuck out. But I digress.
I do got a question for Hectic. So you said, the word people.
Go ahead.
A lot of people were killed behind the word that you refuse to use. So that's why you don't use it anymore. And I commend you for that. But a lot of people die behind fucking. They be having life sentences and shit behind fucking. I'm sorry.
She was primed for that one.
Yeah.
I was waiting for that one.
She's trying
The fact
for that one.
the fact she lined you up for that is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people died from the pussy too. I'm just saying.
But hold up,
Right.
one had a choice though. I mean, I think that's how I want to go.
Did they have a
I
choice?
want to.
Go out Kevin Samuel style.
I mean, besides someone taking it, yes, they had a choice. But,
Don't worry, that went over a lot of people's head. It is what it is.
No, I knew what you said. I knew what you meant. But it's just me, right? And even when people use it against me, do I feel a way? Like I had someone, I was at work, they didn't get whatever they were trying to get. And they walked outside. This was during COVID time, which made it even more hilarious. He wait till he got outside and he's like, you da da da. And I was like, bro, first of all, you walking, my guy. I already won. I won in this race war that you're trying to create. I already winning. You know what I mean? It's certain shit that I get it. I understand it, but we're fighting over dumb shit, in my opinion. We're fighting over a fucking word.
So for me, Hectic, it's like that saying of sticks and stones. You know what I'm saying? I get it. I get everything Tasha and Thrifty saying, like, I had to take one for the team and I had to take my stance. But for me, it's like when I hear it or whatever, I actually start laughing. Like, you really said that shit? Wait, you just said that shit to me? And I'm like, because I'm bewildered. Sometimes it happens and I'm like, that didn't happen. And I keep going. But I don't.
Also in your field, maybe like.
Well, I haven't been called a nigga that many times, Tasha. Calm down. Calm down. But when I hear it, no, but like
she was ready to go right there.
Yeah, like she was about to take a flight for me. But it's like when I hear it, it's a shocking thing when somebody's, saying something to me. I'm like, it doesn't register until a couple minutes. Like, hey, this motherfucker's stupid. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But then a lot of times, well, not a lot of times, but the one time I did hear it, this white bitch said it like fat bitch because I was driving my car and she wasn't moving fast enough.
Fat nigger bitch?
Huh?
You said you
fat nigger bitch. Yeah. Nice. And I was about to back my car up into her. But I was like you, Thrifty, I was like vehicular homicide. You know what I'm saying? But then I was like, yo, I got to take my kids to school in the morning. So I can't.
But you also got to remember, it was all over the news. It was in the air.
Yeah. And so again, I'm telling you, the world is poking at your emotions to make you act and think and do stuff. So that's what I'm saying. So for me, again, I've been called fat all my life. I've been called stupid all my life. I'm done with words. I get up on stage all the time and motherfuckers may call me fat, stupid bitch, you dumbass motherfucker. That means nothing because they don't know me. You know what I'm saying? They don't know me. And I don't give a shit if they say the N-word and then just be like, yeah, that's your whole race and your whole family. That doesn't matter to me. I don't give a shit because one, they don't know me really who I am. And then two, they're going on their ignorant ass presumptions, right? So that lets me know their brain matter. You feel me? That lets me know that they're mad because I'm educated and I'm not reacting to them. You know what I'm saying? And not saying that that's like, your telltale of education, but they not getting that rise out of me. You're not controlling me by your word. You feel me? That's my standpoint about it. Because like, as soon as they say a certain word, like somebody say a trigger word to you, even everything's going on, that's why they did that shit. To get another nigga. You know what I'm saying? To get another nigga to react. That's how I see it. So that's why I don't really react.
Even when I hear in the movies, I'd be like, oh, matters. So aggressive. But I'm not gonna hold you. The first time I watched Amistad, when I tell you I wanted to load up everything I had and go on the streets and mark everything. You know what I mean? Like,
all right, so I got a question since we on it. So okay, with that being said, because Amistad, that's an older movie. What about now in a lot of the newer movies, and we're seeing actors that are in our age range and they willingly take these roles where they got to be like, you are such and such. How do we feel about that? How do you feel?
I didn't like Django.
Leonard, right? He on there.
I did not like Django.
How does that go? How does that make you feel?
I wouldn't take the role. But
Me
some
either.
motherfuckers
You're turn down 10 mil just for the sake of say 5 lines.
Possibly.
No code switch.
I know,
Obviously,
right?
she won't.
That's another one. Yeah, 100%. Mississippi Burn. Like there was like movies back then that.
Yeah,
Man,
Mississippi
when you watch
Burning was
them,
crazy.
when you watch them, like, hey,
So
round them up. We about to go.
So again, you got to remember the world is ready to play on your fucking emotions. So think about every couple of years, a new slave movie comes out. Every couple of years, a patriotic Black Hawk Down, some type of military movie comes out. Think about what they doing to us. Every time they push out some type of story or whatever, is trying to get you heated up to go out and be like, yeah, let's round them all up. Now you got a race war on your hands. Because you're you know what I'm saying?
You're into fruition.
But it goes back to the Roots. Roots was when we were kids watching Roots.
That was like a 3-week saga or some shit. Like
we've always had them movies that would give us that you know what I mean? I can't believe our people used to go through this type shit. And for a while, we were all sing Kumbaya and swing arms and, rally together. And then we stop and we just go back to doing the regular shit that we normally do. It takes more than these little emotional, someone just got killed, let's rally up. And it takes more than that. I'm not saying that that's not good, but it does take more. We always go to the line and then we stop. Yeah. And then something else happens. We go to the line and then we stop. What happened when we saw in what was it, 93 with Rodney King? One of them. They burned the whole city down.
Yeah.
And, hold up, warning. I am not encouraging or saying
South
we need
Central,
to lay fire
they burnt down
to
South Central
anything
LA.
going on. But things change, right? It always takes us to do the most before things change versus when we're sitting up here talking and say, hey, this is what we feel our portion is fair for us. We're not even asking for anything more. We're not even, we just want this portion. And they'd be like, but we're not going to give it to you. You know what I mean? Like, it's always that until we just I go chaotic. And then it's like, all right, relax, calm down.
The fact that we got to ask for that is a problem in the beginning. Facts. But, I get it.
Think about it this way. Haiti got its independence. What did they have to do for it? They had
exactly. Exactly.
And too many times when motherfuckers was escaping from the plantation and then they get to the property line and they stop. Oh, what if they come after me? What if they shoot me? What if they send the dogs? The ones that got away, that started Underground Railroad, that set us on a path for freedom, they crossed the line. It's like, fuck this line. I'm going. If they kill me, they kill me. If the dogs come, the dogs come. So we ain't willing to die. We ain't willing to really risk everything in order to really be in the position that we want to be in as people.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm not. I don't have enough PTO times to go out and and protest. Like just saying.
But that's the thing, and it's like,
it is.
The fight, like going back to like why people fighting over, like, it's twofold. It's like most of us can like fuck you and ignore it, right? But that fight of like crossing that line to do something, some of us will get real mad and threaten to beat the hell out of motherfucker, knowing we're not gonna do nothing. And others of us are willing to cross that line to set an example to show like this is what the consequence of fucking with us.
There gotta be a consequence.
And there's a fine line of like, I can ignore it, but like to a point when you get sick of your kids calling your name all fucking day long, mama,
I get that.
mama. You can ignore it, but then you're like, what the fuck do y'all want? And now they, I just wanted some juice. Go get some goddamn juice.
Poking
Then
the bear, poking the bear.
And so when you asking for, you itching for an ass whooping, I'm gonna scratch it for you.
I'm gonna scratch it.
So you poking at me, you doing everything you know to get me emotionally charged, and then you're like, damn, I can't get this motherfucker. I need something to get him. I need a home run hitter.
Nigger.
You fucking nigger.
We either gonna take it out on someone else or ourselves or each other. It's gonna get released at some point.
I mean, what's the dude who rioted and Nat Turner? Like, I mean, did that change anything in the long scheme of things? Maybe
And let's
not at
not
that
forget,
moment.
we don't know all of because we're being taught and told these stories by our colonizers. We don't hear the stories about the real rebels and the real fighters who really took down populations of slave owners. You think those people didn't exist? We had fighters out there. We just will never know. If they told us that, then they would be like, all right, Tasha and Ione, y'all cool. Y'all had right. They're not going to tell us that. So you know we took a couple for the team. It was a lot of that. We'll just never know. It's just
they do what they can
down
to
in
break
history.
that out. That's why Tulsa and Greenwood happened. It's because
exactly.
They did just that.
We are fighters by nature.
And Rosewood, and you know what I mean, and you know, even parts of Chicago and parts of New York, and anytime there was a moment where we were winning. I mean, okay, so I heard it best by old head one time, and
my phone dying. I'll see y'all in a minute.
All right, and we asked like, what was the best and worst thing in segregation? He was like, there was nothing wrong with segregation. He was like, we had all the money in our community. We went to our shops. So when we went to our shops, we saw people that looked like us. When we went to the grocery store, we saw people look like us. We had an actual community and our money circulated within the community. He said segregation or desegregation was the worst thing that happened to Black people, you know? And in a lot of instances, I could see that because the money left faster. You know, there was no more real community. If there was a community, we called it what? The ghetto, the hood. It was a negative connotation towards it. You know what I mean? Versus these other places, like you said, Tulsa and Rosewood and, you know, parts of these bigger metropolis, they were thriving and thriving good. They said Tulsa had millionaires in their time. Yep. Millionaires.
Yeah.
And in one day,
Musa.
everyone lost it all.
Back so far.
What do you say you cut out?
I was just saying Mansa Musa. It goes back.
Yeah, way.
Oh, yeah.
To the beginning of time.
Hey, which is crazy because you know they trying to paint him into a white guy or not Black.
Of course.
Yeah.
Queen Elizabeth. I mean, not Queen Elizabeth. Elizabeth Taylor was Cleopatra. We get how this goes. Come on. We used to this.
Okay. They had fucking Charleston Heston playing Moses.
Child.
Watching them rewrite our history, and you know, sadly, we probably won't be on this planet for another 100 years to see how this shit really go down. Like, what? Yeah. So it's like I'm really thinking of like having a time capsule to tell my children and my great grandchildren, like, no, this is how we live. Like, we lived in this crib before they turned it.
It would be so far fetched for them because of everyone now being, a melting pot, right? And that's why I said our kids and our kids' kids, they just won't fathom it. It will be like such a distant history, which is crazy because the civil rights movement realistically wasn't that long ago.
Bro, my mama older than the civil rights movement.
It wasn't that long ago, right? But in a lot of our kids and kids' mentality, that was, you might as well said that was 200 years ago. Like that's not affecting them. They don't understand how what happened then it allows them to be who they are today.
or they get, or it's
AI, they doomed.
They ask people
They're
our
doomed.
age if we had separate water fountains.
Right. You were born in
uninformed.
1900.
They uninformed. The way they present the
sorry.
information to kids.
My kids laugh when they like, how you was born in the 80s and you still alive? I'm like, yo, that's so disrespectful. No, they be like every time, like the 80s. I'm
In
like,
some ways,
Yeah,
though, in some ways,
that's what I'm
that's when
saying.
you be wanting to say NIGGA. Who
I'm
you
not
talking
gonna,
about?
okay. When they say, "Hey, we're gonna play that slow jams or that slow classic rock," and you hear some shit from early 2000s, you're like, "This ain't classic rock. Like this ain't. This is yeah."
No, they make me feel ancient.
It's crazy now. They just don't have the same mindset, which is, like I said, in some instances, it's good, right? Because you're not holding on to the past, but it's bad because you're forgetting your past as well. You know what I mean? So it's a double edge.
And you only
have y'all seen
in the next 20 to 50
That's why
years,
photos are so important right now. We gotta print out our photos. We gotta go back to photo albums because, like, I got one of the first iPhones has all my daughter. That's 23. All her baby pictures. The joint broke. I don't know the password. I feel horrible. So now I started, printing out photos and stuff because that's all we're gonna have to leave. What they gonna be like? Find mom old iPhone and download the pictures.
Yeah, I print.
Well, they know they were like, my mom was white. Like, my great grandma Thrifty was Puerto Rican.
Nobody will be a pure anything in the U.S. Everybody is making mixed babies. So that's one of the reasons why a lot of the kids these days, they don't really care about what happened before them because they see where shit is headed already. We just don't see it yet because we know where we came from. It is what the fuck it is. But on that note, let's get into our next segment of the motherfucking day. Amy.
I know that song. Welcome back to Science. Welcome back to Science and Shenanigans, where the ancestors might be side-eyeing you, but they're still rooting for you. This week isn't about romance drama. It's about legacy, liberation. It's about whether you're building something your great-grandchildren will thank you for later. No code switching, no shrinking, no spiritual cosplay. Let's talk about thriving on purpose. Aries, your anger is sacred, but it needs direction. This week, ask, are you reacting or are you organizing? Channel that fire into strategy. Revolution isn't loud all the time. Sometimes it's disciplined. Taurus the bull, security matters to you. Good. Now ask yourself, are you building comfort or are you building equity? This week is about ownership, land, ideas, intellectual property. Comfort is cute, legacy is better. Gemini the twin, your voice is powerful, but where are you using it? This week challenges you to speak where it matters. Education, amplify, archive. Your words are a part of our cultural memory. Cancer the Crab, you are the emotional historian of your family, but healing isn't martyrdom. This week, break a pattern without announcing it. That's generational work. Leo the Lion, you shine naturally, but are you building something bigger than applause? This week asks that you mentor, not just perform. Legacy glows differently.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Legacy glows differently than attention. Virgo, you understand systems, good. Now dismantle the ones that don't serve you. This week is about structure, but on your terms. Liberation requires planning. Libra the scale, you want harmony, but justice isn't always being balanced in the beginning. This week asks you to choose truth over likability. Peace without equity is just quiet oppression. Scorpio, you carry ancestral intuition. Pay attention to what feels familiar and question whether it's trauma or wisdom. This week is about transforming inherited silence into power. Sagittarius, you dream globally, but are you investing locally? This week challenges you to pour into your community, not just conversation. Freedom expands when shared. Capricorn, you're built for generational wealth, but wealth isn't just money, it's stability, literacy, land, and protection. This week is about the long-term strategy. Think 50 years from now. Aquarius, you reimagine the future naturally, now grounded. Digital liberation still needs tangible impact. Innovation without community is isolation. And Pisces, little bitty fishies, last but not leashies, you feel the ancestors in your bone, but don't romanticize the struggle. This week is about joy as resistance. Thriving is the flex. And that's been your cosmic blueprint for the week. Not survived, not shrinking, not performing resilience. We are building futures that thrive. This has been Signs and Shenanigans, where the stars don't code switch, and neither do we. Until next week, keep your vibe protected, your edges lead, and your screenshots organized. See y'all.
All right, Easy. How much are you triggered? Because
Oh, I
we
ain't
already.
triggered at all. That was
Oh,
100%
Did
that I
good.
felt too.
what?
Yeah, he did.
I'm tapped in. I'm tapped in with them ancestors. Listen,
What?
I'm tapped
He
in
said,
with
not
them.
today.
Oh wow, that's
We are
surprising. This nigga is
together
triggered
as
every fucking week.
Yeah,
I ain't really triggered every week.
don't
It
do
just be
easy.
don't call me out.
Oh,
Ooh.
okay. Roger, fuck
Don't like
that.
me on
Roger that.
He don't like
Thrifty.
me.
In what ways has social media helped us reclaim our narrative, and in what ways has it distorted our identity?
It's helped us reclaim our narrative is because now we have the ability to search things and like things are more easily accessible. Meaning like I want to see what this part of the country looks like, what black people look like in UK, how they living. You could just go in there and look, and then you could be like, I want to move. That's why a lot of people want to move abroad because they're seeing how things are. They're seeing like, oh, there's other black people here and there. So I think it's helpful in that type of way. When it comes to distortion, I think all of the things like we talked about last weekend, like the women, the body shaming, or not even shaming, the body dysmorphia. I'm gonna put it like that. Like the fact that people are going all over the place to get all these changes, and it's like we don't really look like that, y'all. We got full bodies, we got hips, we got natural dimples and things like that. So that's where I think.
Roger that. Tosh?
Um, like the internet itself, like not social media, the internet itself has been helpful for us. Social media, I feel, is a setback. Like we are putting more children in front of tablets than we are in front of books. It's the babysitter now. We are displaying our bad behaviors all over the internet. Like it's not helpful. It's not helpful at all. The information, absolutely, the internet is a gem, but social media and black people, we should probably all take a break.
Roger that. Easy?
I would say it does more of the second or of the latter than the former, but with that said, we do get to tell our stories ourselves and document it. But the problem is it's so distorted because we put so much stupid shit on social media ourselves, and then that gives people fuel to perpetuate what we are. And not enough of us are telling the real true story. Not enough of us are sharing the history. Too many are just putting out bullshit for shits and giggles, literally sometimes. And the likes and the comments are more important than the impact.
That's a fact. Easy? I mean, hectic.
Y'all know how I feel about the internet, as Tasha say, the internet. Um, I feel like if we blamed it on that system, then the word accountability, we throw that out the window. We have to first, like case in point, someone said it earlier, with everything that's coming out, especially about reality TV, they only kept making this shit because people kept watching it.
Facts.
If you stop plugging into the system, it will change because they want to gain our attention. And if we said, nah, we just want, think about it, even music. When's the last conscious rapper that was like out popping? Like we had our lanes for a reason and we knew who to listen to when we wanted to hear that or be a part of that. They know now media is driving everything. It's driving us to watch hours upon hours of just reels that we really don't give no fucks about, but we keep watching it for some strange reason. It's programmed us to the point where if most of us don't have our phones in our hands, me included, I feel some type of way. You know, has us so indoctrinated that it's scary. These kids, take their phone away if you want to. They are having a whole panic attack.
No,
it is worse than heroin to these kids.
They
And
have
that's a
social
problem.
media attorneys that are like, there are people filing class action suits for social media addiction and video game addiction for stuff like that.
Because we don't want to hold anyone, we don't want to hold ourselves accountable. We always want to put accountability on other people.
That's a big fucking fact.
I'm not blaming the fucking company because I want to sit my lazy ass on this on my phone for hours, and then all of a sudden I can't live a normal life because I'm so addicted to. No, that's your bad. There's AAs for everything. I'm sure you will start an AA for fucking social media too. Even me, sometimes what I have to do, and unfortunately it hurts my business when I do it, but there's months where I totally unplug. I delete apps for a month so I could just detox. You know what I mean? But I hold myself accountable because sometimes I'll be like, damn, a whole hour. I watch one video or what I think is one video and a whole hour just went by. Amen. So I have to hold myself accountable. I can because this is the most litigious nation in the world, but I can't fucking go and be like, hey, lawyer, I got a big case for you. We're going after Facebook. For what? Man, they got me hooked. I can't stay off of it.
Well, shit, all the alcoholics need to sue Hennessy.
As Black people, we leave a lot of money on the table.
I mean, hey, to whom it may concern, do what you want to do. Now, if I get that letter in the mail, be like, hey, Mr. So-and-so, hey, we feel that you've watched or we feel that you've indulged enough in this. Do you want a point point percentage of this other check that we gonna get? I don't have nothing better to do.
Give me my $8.
Get your $40. Get your $40.
Listen, you can upgrade your camera with that.
I need some gas money.
Right.
Reinvest it right back into your business.
$40 is not doing squat for my camera.
You can run an ad.
I'm still waiting
for
on
your
my
business.
$7 from Geico.
Hey,
yeah. People don't even know how class. You know who wins in them shits? The lawyers.
Facts.
Lawyers.
Oh, yeah.
Like, we gonna settle for $200 million, and it's 200
because they're
million
one person,
names.
right? Exactly.
All y'all
they
get
getting 30%, and we break it
y'all
down
all
70 between
y'all all
$70.
get $55 a piece.
Right.
And that's what it
All
and
right.
it costs you $9 to go to the damn we call it the people that you gotta sign
Yeah.
the papers in front of.
The
Notary.
notary.
The notary. You
Yeah.
paid $9
Yeah.
for the notary. That just came out of your
Doing the whole
$55.
You know what's
already.
real fucked up about them class
Hey,
action lawsuits?
you get a check for $50. You like, man. All right, what am I gonna spend this shit on though? Hold on, I'll figure it out.
But
Yeah, I'm not doing all that.
the real fucked up thing about them class action lawsuits is they have a disclaimer in there that you can withdraw your name from the class action suit and file your own case. So if you stay part of the class action suit, you can't file your own case. But then the people that do that, where they fuck up, is the class action suit will go through the court. They already made a ruling, and now you trying to sue for the same shit, and they're like, "Yeah, we already done
Now, you
what we need to do."
you missed that window, Bucko.
It's like the Supreme Court. It's like you go
Everything.
to the Supreme
I'm
Court
sensitive.
for some shit, and then I'm gonna stay out of this one because I'm gonna do my own case with the Supreme Court. And then you go like, yeah, we already wrote a law for that, so get your stupid ass out of here.
You're on your own, buddy. It is what it is. All right, we gotta get into our last segment of the day, though. Any.
Yeah. Hey. 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 Yeah. Hey.
Okay. All you hip hop junkies, you think you know hip hop? Well, tell me what happened today in 2005. Better yet, tell me what happened today in 1989. We know you don't know. That's why Easy about to break this day down in hip hop for you.
Every time I see that picture of Lotto, I'm about to move back to Atlanta. I'm telling y'all. What's going on, good people? Welcome to this week's version of Hip Hop News. Today in hip hop, we've got to start out with some birthdays. Happy birthday to Lord Finesse. He an old ass nigga today. So is Dr. Dre and Just Blaze. Those are some individuals celebrating some birthdays. And then we got some people that are celebrating unbirth. So Prince Marquis D of the Fat Boys passed away in 2021, celebrating the 5th anniversary of his passing. And then 27 years ago, Big L left the earth, left behind a legacy in hip hop. And so rest in peace to Marquis D and Big L. Going to some historical moments in hip hop. This marks the anniversary. It was like 28 years ago. Lauryn Hill set the record for the most Grammys by a female hip hop artist, with 5 at the 1999 Grammy Awards. Shout out Lauryn Hill. She really did her thing with the Miseducation. It was a combination of neo soul, R&B,
hip hop album.
Hip hop, all the above. It's not a solely hip hop album, I would agree, but it definitely she is a hip hop artist for sure.
Hip hop artist, but I'm with you.
Speaking of the ladies doing their thing in hip hop, Miss Cardi B is the first female rapper, I think artist in general, to sell out the Kia Forum. Maybe Taylor Swift might be the first female, but I know she's the first female rapper to sell out the Forum in LA back-to-back nights. So she sold 2 nights in a row. She sold that thing out. So she's doing her Little Miss Drama tour. Looked like she also got that BBL repair because she was up there popping that thing on stage, and it went viral earlier this week. I remember when it was sagging at one point. It was hanging like somebody had some low-hanging fruit, but it's back tight. She got it right now. So I said, Cardi, Stefan must have dug in there or something. I don't know. In 1996, we got hit with a cult classic in the black community. Talking about unapologetically black, them damn Wayans are for sure legends in the film industry, and they do so from an unapologetically black perspective. But don't be a menace to society while drinking your juice in the hood dropped in 1996, so celebrate 30 years. And some drama in the hip-hop community. Big U, if you don't know who Big U is, he is a hip hop influencer out of LA, a member or a prominent member of one of the gangs or something out there. That he is now on awaiting trial for federal racketeering charges. But he got some more charges added, or another indictment added, because apparently he made some threats to kill Nipsey Hussle. He's not responsible for Nipsey's death, but the feds intercepted a phone call where Big U was threatening to kill Nip over some drama that they had before, where he had to kind of discipline Nipsey for disrespecting him or whatever. But he's already on awaiting trial for RICO, which include charges for murdering some artists outside of a studio in Las Vegas, robbing dispensaries, and extortion. So, you know, Big U, hope you're doing all right over there, brother. All right, Project Pat is down for his crown, man. But Project Pat is in a little bit of hot water along with the Haywood School District in Tennessee. So if y'all didn't know, Project Pat is now a pastor. It's just weird to even say. Like, I can just imagine this brother in the pulpit. Jesus loved you and he died for your sinners. Anyhow, Project was preaching at the high school. There was a mandatory assembly and all the kids had to be there. They couldn't leave. And Project opened the assembly with prayer, and he was reading scripture and preaching. And so the Freedom from Religion Foundation filed a complaint against Haywood County Schools and Project Pat, and they trying to sue for all those kids that had to sit through that religious assembly. I still can't wrap my head around the fact that Mr. Don't Play is an actual pastor, and he's still actually touring and performing some of his old music too. So that also is just diabolical. But anyhow, I digress. Jay-Z, if y'all haven't noticed, Jay just re-released Dead Presidents, but he's going back to his old logo. So if you see on the screen the J-A-Y had the two dots over the Y, he got rid of that at some point, but now he's just bringing that back. I don't know if this is a change. Some people are speculating that this change has come as a result of Jay getting ready to release a new project. I think it's just to commemorate the release of not only Dead Presidents, but Reasonable Doubt, and just celebrating the 30-year anniversary of that. But I don't know. We could have a Jay-Z album on the way. So according to all these people out here that's not Jay-Z fans, it wouldn't matter if he dropped the album anyway, because nobody gonna listen to it, right? I know Flan will. Shout out Flan.
I'm listening.
I don't know who this little fella is, but some cat named Lil Papa passed away from an apparent suicide. Some people were speculating that he OD'd or that it was not a suicide, that he was actually poisoned, but they say his cause of death is a suicide. Rest in peace to the little homie. I don't really know who he was, but like we do it when any other rapper dies, go stream his music. Speaking of rappers, D-Ray Davis pulled a reverse T.I. or reverse Uno on T.I. So he hopped off the comedy stage and into the booth. And I gotta say, D-Ray is a much better rapper than T.I. will ever be a comedian. He got bars. So he's on the song with some cat named what is that cat's name? I don't even remember the dude's name, but he's on the song with some dude from New York. The song is called IDK Remix. Nino Man or something like that is the rapper. But D-Ray spits some bars on there. And then last but not least, I don't even know how to feel about this, because on the one end, I think that this individual makes a great politician, but on the other end, he got so much in his history that's controversial. I don't think he'll ever be elected. But Uncle Luke is running for Congress. The free speech advocate launched a primary challenge to Representative Sheila Sherfullis McCormick in the 20th Congressional District in Florida, and he wants to be in Congress. Luke is no stranger to politics. He was one of the pioneers of now when you have the parental advisory sticker on your CDs or tapes or whatever, and the reason why you can play nasty music in your car is because of Luke. He fought the Supreme Court for freedom of speech, and we could say dick, pussy, bitch, ass, and fuck in our music, and all we have to do is slap a sticker on there that tells parents this got cussing in it. So, but I will say, I don't think Luke would stop at Congress. If he gets elected, I think Luke might end up running for president. So, I guess that's the question of the day. Which rapper, if they ran for president, would y'all vote for and why?
That's a hell of a
crazy question. Considering all the Holly weird and everything like that, I can't look past everyone, so I don't know about that.
I mean, that gotta be.
I mean, I'll take Weezy F Baby for president. I'm
all the way good on that.
Y'all care about the real rules? You know, presidency is fake.
Yeah,
anyway.
it's just the principle of who you just named. I'm not.
Yeah.
Come on. All right.
Ain't no way you gonna be giving a speech. I'm not listening to that, sir.
I don't even believe in government. I mean, I think government.
I would say
Most
Most Def for president.
I was gonna say if I would say two people, either three. Most Def, Common, or Scarface. Those are the only three I would probably go for.
Yeah, I would go with Bread.
Tasha, you going for a Sexy Red?
No, Bread.
Tasha calling back government.
Yeah, I think the three of them would be the only ones that'll actually like be serious, and it wouldn't just be like, oh, let me just do dumb shit just because I'm here. I feel like they would actually try to actually make some type of change and actually help people out type shit. So those are three I would definitely
go. All right, so all jokes aside, I'm gonna go with Nas. I like Nas. I like the way
Nas
he
was up there for me
like
too.
He's a natural leader. Nas definitely would be my presidential pick, number one.
Yeah, I would say Nas would be my top pick also. I could actually see Nas as president, which is crazy.
I can see that. Like,
hey, Easy, can you just give me a real quick ball with Project Pat? I just need it.
I know
an actual Project Pat bar or like a made up one?
It's a made up one. I don't care.
You know,
Project Pat voice.
we gonna hit you with Preacher Project Pat.
Yeah, all right.
For God so loved the world that he gave his only son. Whoever so believe in him will not die and perish, but you go to heaven and you have eternal life. Won't go to prison and be dying.
I need to beat on that drum right now.
Right.
Now everybody say amen. North Memphis.
I'm just mad that you practiced that shit, bro, nigga. Because ain't no way you gonna tell me you didn't practice that shit, son.
Nigga, no, I did not.
Yo, when he was doing it through his announcement, I was like, nah, he gotta run that back. He gotta run that one back.
Bruh.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you throw that last comment on the screen, please, for me?
Oh, Lord.
Who the fuck?
Whoop-de-fucking-do. Whoop-de-do, Portland Club. Whoop-de-fucking-do.
That's a troll.
Yeah, that's a clown.
What happened was exactly what Freddie said. Tasha allowed herself to be triggered.
Fuck him.
You don't even know you say him.
Hey, look though. Ain't nothing wrong with being apologetically white. Just understand.
We here to represent.
Everybody got to be apologetically who they are. However, don't let your unapologizing whiteness get you fucked up.
That's a fact.
That part.
That's a fact.
Mike, where the mic drop?
There is not one.
Tasha.
And Tasha been reading that this whole time. She's reading the whole time.
She's been brewing since that shit hit the fucking screen.
Yeah.
She's been brewing heavy since it hit the screen. But Tasha, How do you balance showcasing Black pain and trauma with centering Black joy, creativity, and everyday life?
So the truth is what the truth is. So we have to tell the truth, right? And that goes to our pain and our trauma. Like we have to, it is our responsibility to tell that story, but it is also our responsibility, especially if you're a parent, to change the narrative in the ways that you can. In the ways that you can. They're both responsibilities. And you gotta take care of them both.
Oh, roger that. Hectic.
What was the question again?
This nigga. This nigga.
Repeat.
Every fucking week, son. Every fucking week, son.
Sometimes you gotta, because if you would have called on me, I'd have said the same thing. No question is a dumb one around here, okay? Rule number one. You can't make people afraid to ask a damn question on the show. Come on.
Or make them ask the question multiple times. I got you. I'm
It's
with
giving intimidation, but that's another
I'm not gonna
episode.
hold you. I blanked out. I was like, wait, what?
How do you balance showcasing Black pain and trauma with centering Black joy, creativity, and everyday life?
Oh, fuck, I don't know. I just know what what I got going on right now, where I am. I have a couple projects where I'm using Black women for various
Can we say
different
something
reasons.
besides using Black women, my
Yeah.
nigga? Because you're not in the field where you can say that type of shit and it sounds okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to highlight.
Say Black booty women.
Nah, they don't all have booties. Some of them have all booties.
Little booties
I can't say
matter.
that. I can't say that shit. I can't say that shit at all.
Niggas can't be serious for shit.
But I
That's
have
the
a
other
couple
thing I love about
projects.
Black people.
No one heard a word you said.
The bars though.
She definitely said it with her chest, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
That's the other thing I love about Black people. We don't take shit serious. It's nothing that's too
Oh.
heavy for us.
Yes.
No, that's a fact.
Oh,
That's definitely
okay,
a fact.
okay. But no, a lot of the projects are serious. Like I literally had someone hit me up for one of the projects that I'm trying to do. So I'm trying to do my part, right? Because I can't say, oh, I can't do this and can't do that if I don't give it the earnest try. So I am trying to do my part with that, especially from an artistic standpoint, trying to showcase some difference, something more positive, because I don't want to just have someone in something tasteless. I want to show the Black woman's form in all of its might and all of its splendor. So that's one of the projects that I have going on right now.
Okay. Thrifty?
Can you make it a year-long project, Hectic? Because I'm tired of seeing them others in your advertisements.
Hey, yo.
Well, that's one of the okay. So here goes the negative. We be about bullshit too. So when someone gives an opportunity and they come up with all the excuses and all the reasons why they can't do this, I have to keep creating. I can't wait on people, unfortunately. And the other side be down and be ready and be on time and all the things. So yeah, talk to your people, talk to your counterparts and say, hey, I have someone who's trying to do an actual project to showcase y'all a little bit more, and y'all about that bullshit. I'll wait.
Thrifty?
Did you see me roll my eyes?
So I was going to say that actually was a good question. That was very thought-provoking for me right now. So how I express everything I was going through in the pain and the trauma, I actually use that in my business, because like when people sit in my chair, the second, if I feel vulnerable or you display vulnerability on my end, I'm gonna tell you my story, what I've been through. I'm gonna show you that side of me, and then the creativity comes out when we talking about how your hair is going to be. And I look at you and say, oh, you be looking good. I'm going to pull out the scissors, the curlers, and I'm going to go to work, because that's my outlet. And that's how I express things I went through, because that's my baby. That's what I birthed out of all the pain and the trauma that I've been through.
Roger that. Darkness.
All right. So, it's all encompassing, right? It's full circle. You can't have the pain without the pleasure, without the laughter, none of that. And so, like what Kevin Hart says, laugh at my pain, right? We have to show all the sides of it. We have to show the trauma. We have to show the turmoil. We have to show the negative, as well as the joy, the happiness, the good times, the bad shit, the good shit. We got to show Obama and Tukey Williams in the same circles, right? Like, we can't just tell half of the story, because there's a nigga that's president of the United States and a nigga that's responsible for a whole nation and generation of gangbangers, right? Both of those is true to us. And so that's one of the reasons I appreciate a lot of the Tyler Perry movies, even though I don't necessarily like them, but he shows most of those sides most of the time. Whether it's they going through some bullshit, but Medea's in there joking about everything. Like Tasha said, we don't take shit serious. They going through a divorce. Medea in there talking about play fucking grit ball, right? We gotta have some time to laugh at the shit too, but also show all the sides, all the different angles of who we really are, because that tells the full story.
Roger that. So, being as though you brought up Tyler Perry, Tasha, before we get out of here, I need you to let me know. I need you to tell me, and I need you to tell me 5 movies that if you are black, you had to watch, and not one of them could be The Color Purple.
And take Harlem Nights out too.
That everybody... Wait. Take out The Color Purple, take out Harlem Nights, take out Baby Boy, and take out Life.
And New Jack City.
Yeah, we putting you on the spot.
That was gonna be my first one. New Jack City was gonna be my first one.
I'm thinking.
All right, let's go with it. It was my first one. Never seen it all the way through either. Just so we can say that. All right, let's say Malcolm X. Let's say Fences.
Okay.
This is hard for me. Let's say Boomerang. Boomerang was only one of the only black movies that showed black professionals throughout the movie, so definitely Boomerang. Thank you very much. Menace to Society and Dead Presidents.
Like that. Dead Presidents.
Oh, she went Dead Presidents because you're an anarchist.
Dead Presidents. That's top 5.
Roger that. Thrifty, give me 5 movies that if you black, you had to watch these.
Coming to America, one of my absolute favorite movies. All right, take me off the big screen, because this ain't gonna work for me. It's not. I'm not that quick when it comes to movies. I'm just not, because I watch the same shit. It was gonna be Come to America, Dead Presidents, right? New Jack City, Menace to Society, and look.
So all the guaranteed.
I'm gonna say Me, Myself, Irene, and
all the guaranteed grandma joints.
Irene, what the fuck?
I know it's not, but I'm just. That is what
that's
y'all ever watch that
too.
movie. That's one of and Meet the Parents. Yeah. Those are like 2 of the funniest movies from the 90s. I know it's off topic, but yeah, don't put me on the spot. I'm not the spotter.
Boys in the Hood. Hoodlum.
Oh, it's
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
Yeah, right.
Fuck. They're all trying to flood into my head. I'll put Us up there.
Really?
And one more. What's the Samuel shit where he was like, I killed him and he deserved to die? What's the name of that shit?
To
Kill a Mockingbird.
What was it?
A Time to Kill.
Time to Kill.
Yes.
Oh,
that's another one. Yeah.
Did Tasha just name a movie? What?
She did. I know. I
From
know.
a line? That's crazy.
Oh,
She's trying to grow up
Cause
for
it-
this. Hectic, you see this shit?
It's like we playing celebrity boxes, like we get points.
She
Like
growing
we
up.
should do a
yo.
game show edition.
Imagine the content of that movie. How many times I watched.
Oh wow.
All right, since y'all won't let me
Generations
say
out
Harlem
there.
Nights, you motherfuckers. We're gonna start at the bottom of the list. We got Friday.
Mm.
Not the 2 or the 3, the original, the OG.
Mm.
Juice.
We
Okay.
had time to prepare.
Got a couple of Spike Lee joints. We got Mo Better Blues and Do the Right Thing. And
That's 3 and 4.
yeah.
Okay.
And then Fresh.
Fresh. That was my movie.
Actually, let me also give an
I was just watching
honorable
School
mention to
Days.
New Jersey Drive.
Oh yeah.
That was my shit. I wanted to boost cars
Never
after
seen-
that. What?
Never seen that.
Let me get her card. Hey, where's her card? I need to get her card because that's crazy.
I bet you she's seen Wizard of Oz.
I've seen
The Wiz.
both. I've seen The Wiz and I've seen The Wizard of Oz.
I'm actually
Oh,
surprised
God.
nobody said The Wiz. I'm surprised nobody said Precious, to be honest with you.
Oh yeah, I ain't
Oh,
watch.
no.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I've been told recently a lot of people
Precious-
feel like that is like one of those hood classic movies, Precious. I mean, just because it talk about a lot of fucked up shit and it shows us in a fucked up light, that don't necessarily make it a hood classic. And I'm gonna go on the record and say this, and I've said this before, and I don't give a damn how mad y'all get. Baby Boy is not a hood classic. It's just a fucking movie. I don't give a damn how y'all feel about it. You can be mad all you want. Baby Boy
Jody.
is not a hood classic. It's just a fucking movie.
Wow.
I'm just
What
saying.
about Soul Plane?
That's so
First of
disrespectful.
all,
Hey, we forgot
That's
Pootie Tang on
disrespectful
there.
to the culture.
I'm gonna be
Pootie
honest with
Tang.
you.
Called.
When people
We ain't say
Soul
parodies.
Plane, I would rather put Paper Soldiers over Soul Plane myself. And it ain't like neither one of those movies was the greatest movies ever. That's just
Wrong.
me.
Wrong.
But yes.
I was bullshit.
Oh, we have some from the audience real quick.
Set it off. I'm cool with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Boys in the Hood, definitely. Yeah. Paid in Full. I forgot about that one, but yeah.
Yeah.
Mm,
Hey,
I'm
yo,
mad
hey.
you took minutes to or
First of all,
the list.
right here, this
I
is
wish
one
I
of
could
my
have
favorite
that.
movies ever. And it amazes me when I meet people in their 40s and they tell me they never even heard of this movie. It's one thing to say you never seen it, but it's another thing to say you never even heard of it.
Okay,
What the
all right.
fuck was your parents doing that you never even heard of this fucking movie?
I was just
I
watching it at
won't
the
say
shop
it.
the other day.
I definitely won't say it then.
They were smoking crack.
Honorable mention of Blank Man.
Born in the 80s, crack
Can we go?
baby.
Can we go ahead and wrap this shit up now?
Niggas always gotta go to the crack.
Yeah. Look, they wasn't getting us waffles or showing us the movie. Hollywood
Yo, chill out, cuz.
Lord have mercy.
Hey y'all. So in case you just tuning in, this was Unapologetically Black. We were just discussing what makes us us. We was unpacking a little bit of trauma, no disclaimers, no excuses, just being black, talking our shit. I know I'm pressed for time. So I did want to touch on this. When we talked about people who could possibly be ashamed of their race, that was funny because I actually ran into a black person that was proud to tell me that they had other nationalities, and it was just like, I never even asked for the information. They just gave it up. So that person immediately displayed a little bit of issues to me. Not judging, but I do kind of run into those type of people, maybe because of geographically where I'm located. I don't know. Are we being conditioned to support each other? Not to support each other. I'm sorry. I kind of like that statement, and I did agree with it after we started talking about it. So here's my challenge to everyone. Go and repost somebody's business. Repost somebody post, anything that look good. If they got a business, they're artists, anything to do, just hit repost. It take a second The power of repost, you could really change somebody's lives or change your lives. The visibility is out there. So let's make the internet work for us. So that is my challenge to everyone watching. Reality TV is toxic. And I believe like when it did start, it kind of changed the game because we were so curious about what it was to look inside these celebrity lives, and like Cribs kind of started it for me because it was like, oh, look at their houses. Then when they started putting the cameras and the camera crew, the Kardashians kind of ruined it for me. Like I just was tired of reality TV after that they were just blown up about it. So yes, I think reality TV kind of did screw us over, and it was a little bit toxic for us. Are we triggered when the N word is used in movies? I did bring that up. So again, if you are just joining us, we were just kind of talking about who could use the word. When is it appropriate? Is it just culturally appropriate? Whatever it is. So just think about that and sit on that. Me personally, I don't like the movies, especially in these newer I got a thumbs up from the computer. From the newer generations, I think it is an actor's choice to take a role which has you to play these type of roles. So I think they get some of them get a little thrill in it. Because me, I would turn it down like, nah, like Katy Perry, my homegirl, I ain't gonna really say that. So it kind of depends. But again, cash rules the world. Is social media helping or harming us? And I'm going to speak only from my opinion on this. Yes, I am guilty of doom scrolling. When we sit there, like Hector said, you look up and be like, oh my God, it's been 2 hours. That's doom scrolling. My kids told me that. Am I also guilty of like sharing a jovial reel, something that could be completely goofy and just counterproductive to my life? Yeah, because sometimes they are really funny. So it's like, it's harming me. Is it helping me? Yes, it's helping me because me personally, I use social media to power market and elevate my business. So it's one of those things we really should write a pros and a cons list. If we feel like we doom scrolling or social media, we need to tap out. Think about how you're using social media. And with that, I'm just going to kind of close out. Thank you as always for watching us. We appreciate all the viewers. Tap in, share, like our posts. And again, I'm holding everyone to that standard of reposting and sharing some of my stuff. Let's bring it back together.
Yes, sir.
I wore my hoodie for the show. See y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Peace.